All right. Good evening. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Mblockers Friday Live event. Are you excited, guys? Welcome. Right? I see a number of persons joining in. Welcome to today's episode of the Mblockers Friday Live event. Today is going to be super exciting. All right, if you can hear me and you can see my screen as you're joining in, just let me know on the chat. Let me know on the chat. Can you see my screen? Is my audio perfect for you? Let me know on the chat so we can start already. All right, I need your feedback, guys. Let me know on the comment section. Okay, awesome. So I just got confirmation that my screen is showing up correctly and that my audio is perfect. All right, thank you very much, Maxwell. All right, hello and welcome to today's edition of the Mblockers Friday Live event. As usual, I'm super excited to be live with you here again. All right, we have a number of persons joining in, and I'm confident a lot more are going to be joining as well. I can see Maxwell, I can see Jay, I can see Lori, I can see Jeff. Awesome. So thank you guys for joining once again. And today's topic is going to be super exciting. All right. Just before we jump into what we'll be covering for today, I just have a few announcements to drop very quickly, and then we'll go to the business of the day. So we're going to be pushing live the new tools we currently have on beta. We're going to be pushing them live in a few hours. So for those of us that do not yet have early access to the brand new tools we have on MarketingBlocks, we're going to be pushing them live. So for those on the unlimited plan, you're going to retain free access to these tools, and your credit is going to be refreshed. I think that's the right way to say it. Your credit score is going to be refreshed. So what that means is that the 1000 credits, if you were on the unlimited plan that you had initially, was just for tests, and once we push live in a few hours, if you have used up your credit, you're going to have it renewed. All right, so that is the first news I wanted to pass to us today. Then secondly, we have a super cool tool that is ready to be pushed for beta, and we're looking forward to that in a few days to a few weeks. A super cool tool that is going to blow your mind. All right, we're going to be pushing that to beta very soon. So we're going to be pushing that to beta very soon. And then finally, I want to also mention that our replays are always added to our YouTube channel. So for those of us that are not English speaking, you can find all previous replays on the YouTube channel. So we have episode 1, 2, and 3 already on the channel. We also have them as well on the Facebook community. But for those that are not English speaking, you can find all the replays on the YouTube channel. And we're going to be adding today's replay as well. All right. So that is it for the announcement. So, all right, let's get over to the business of today. Are you excited, guys? Let me know in the chat. Okay, Jeff said it's working good. Thank you very much, Jeff. So for today's topic, we're going to be covering something that I know a lot of us have been anticipating. And also, I know some of us, we are looking forward to the poll where we choose the question for the day. But like I explained last week, we had to actually just go through with today's topic because a number of persons have been asking for it, and I think it's actually in line with the series we're taking on landing pages. So today we're going to be covering how to self-host your MarketingBlocks website, and then how to set up custom domains and custom URLs. All right, so a lot of us have been asking, I don't want my website or I don't want my landing page to be on the MarketingBlocks extension domain, right? It's bad for branding. Of course, your customers or your clients cannot have their website on the MarketingBlocks domain. So today, I'm going to be showing you 3 ways to actually fix that. All right. So number 1, I'm going to be showing you how to self-host your MarketingBlocks website on your existing WordPress account. So for those of us that already have a WordPress website, you may want to actually export your marketing blocks landing page and add it as an additional page to your WordPress website. So you can actually do that with marketing blocks. And on today's live, I'm going to be showing you how to go about that. Then secondly, for those of us that want to host the website on our own server, I'm also going to be showing you how to do that. All right. And then finally, I'm going to be showing you how to set up custom domains. So for this particular one, you do not need to export your landing page or whatever out of marketing blocks. All you just need to do is to follow the steps, connect your custom domains, and then you have your website delivered on your custom URLs. So guys, are you excited about today's topic? Let me know in the chat. Are you excited about today's topic? We have some more persons joining in. All right, Lori said very, very excited. Awesome. So who else is excited about today's topic? Leslie said bring it on. Steve said yes. Louis said yes, sir. All right, so we're going to be taking it one step at a time, and the demonstration is going to be step by step. So even if you don't have a single idea of how any of this is done, by the time we're done with this session today, you're going to be able to do all of these things yourself. All right, so to get started and without wasting further time, I'm going to jump in already. So the first demonstration I'm going to be doing is how to host your marketing blocks landing page as an additional page on your WordPress website. All right, how to export your landing page out of marketing blocks and add it as an additional page to your WordPress website. So to do that, I'm going to be logging into one of my WordPress accounts, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do and how to go about it step by step. All right, so currently I believe you can see my marketing blocks dashboard, right? So currently I'm on my marketing blocks project dashboard. So I'm going to go, there's a particular website or landing page I want to use for this demonstration. So that is the website for the gym club. So this is it here, Fitso Gym Club. So this is a website I built with marketing blocks for a gym club. All right, you're going to see the website. It's pretty clean and professional. So let me just review so you see. Okay, I think this is the wrong page. Okay, this is the About Us page. So there's a particular page that I'm looking forward to use for this demonstration. All right, this is it. So I'm just going to grab that link and I'm going to open it up on a different tab. All right, so this is the landing page I designed with marketing blocks for a gym business. All right, so the page is super clean and very professional, as you can see. So what we want to do right now is to actually take this landing page and take it out of marketing blocks and add it to an existing WordPress account. All right, so this is the page we're moving, and then I'm going to try to log into my WordPress account for this demonstration. And of course, I believe we're familiar with this. To log into your WordPress admin area, you're going to type your domain name /wp-admin. All right, so I'm already logged into my WordPress account. All right, so what you want to do firstly is to actually go to the editor of the page in question. So like I said, this is the page I'm going to be using for this demonstration. So I'm just going to click to edit the page so that I can visit the editor of that particular page. So I'm going to click on this to open the page editor. All right, now, so this is the page built by marketing blocks, clean sections, high converting copy, clean images, as you can see. All right, so the first thing you want to do is to export your landing page. All right, and you do that just by clicking a single button. So haven't come to the editor of the page, all you just have to do is to click on export. So I'm just going to click on export and export the landing page. All right, so I'm going to call it gym page. Let me just call it gym page for the purpose of this demonstration. So I'm going to save it in this folder because we'll be making use of it very soon. All right, so I'm going to save it to my local device. So as you can see, it is saved up already. It's saved as a zip folder. All right, so let me just view so you see it. All right, so this is the, I'll just move this to bin. Okay, so this is what I just downloaded, gym page .zip. So it's saved as a zip folder. All right, so maybe what you want to do next is to unzip the folder So you actually get to access the files you have inside. So a number of files were downloaded. So we have the CSS file, your font file, the index.html file, and your JS folder. All right, so that's what you have in the folder or in the exported website. All right, so that's what we're going to be importing into our WordPress account. So we'll just leave this for now and move to the next section or the next part of this demonstration. All right, so now this is my WordPress account. So what you want to do first is to go to the plugins section. All right, and then you're going to install a plugin called WP File Manager. All right, WP File Manager. I'm going to put that on the chat. Of course, you can see it on my screen. WP File Manager. Now, I already have it installed, so I'm not going to install it afresh, but I'll just go through the process in case you want to see everything step by step. All right. So once you come to the plugin area of your website, you're going to click on Add New. So when you click on Add New, it's going to bring you here. So what you want to do is to come to this search bar and type in the name of the plugin, and we said it's WP File Manager. All right, WP File Manager. So you're going to click on Search. So that brings up the plugin. So as you can see it right here, this is the plugin. So currently it's already installed on this particular WordPress, so I cannot install it a second time. So but this is how to go about it. So if it was not installed, what you're going to see here is an Install Now button. But right now you're seeing an active indication because it's already active in my account. But if it was not active, what you're going to see is Install Now. Say, take for instance, I want to install this particular plugin. So you're going to see the Install Now button. So all you just have to do is to click on Install Now, right? And you give it a few seconds to install. So once it's done installing, it's going to change the call to action to activate. And then you're going to click on activate, and then the plugin is activated in your WordPress account. And once you do that, it's going to show up on your list of options right here on your menu section on the left hand side of your screen, as you can see right here. Are we together? Please let me know in the chat box. Are we still together? Let me know. Are we still together? Okay, yeah, we're still together. Awesome. So right now I have WP File Manager installed on my WordPress account. All right, so now what this helps you do, let me just open it a bit. So I'm going to click to open it. So what this does is that for those of us familiar with your hosting account and all of that, you know that you can access your file. You have a file manager option when you open your hosting account or when you log into your hosting account, whether you use Namecheap, GoDaddy, or whatever hosting service you use. You actually have a file manager. So that's where you actually manage all the files that makes up your website. You know, your website is made up of files, maybe text, images, videos, and all of that. So all these files are stored in the file manager, or they are managed by the file manager. So what this plugin helps you to do is to be able to manage the files of your website right from your WordPress account without having to log into your hosting account. All right, because traditionally what you want to do to access your website files is to log into your hosting account, but now you do not need to do that because we're doing everything from the WordPress end. All right, so as you can see, this is the file manager for this particular WordPress. So that's step number 2, installing the plugin WP File Manager. So having done that, what you want to do next is to create a folder. Now, this is a bit, you need to pay attention here, right? So what you want to do is to create a folder. So right now, my domain name is tobydavis.com. All right. So I'll just open it up. My domain name is tobydavis.com. And I have WordPress installed on it, although I don't have anything on the page at the moment. So it's just a default WordPress theme here. All right. So maybe in your own case, it could be your company website already, or it could be your client website, but you just want to bring in a landing page you built on MarketingBlocks. You want to add it to your existing website, because a number of us already have websites. A number of our clients may already have websites, but probably you designed a specific page for a specific purpose, and you want to add it to the existing website. All right. So the way to do that is what I'm demonstrating right now. All right. So this is my domain, tobydavis.com. All right, so I'll go back to my WordPress end. So what you want to do is to create a folder for this new landing page you're bringing into WordPress. All right, and the thing here is that the folder you are creating, the name of the folder has to be the slug. We call it slug. So for those of us that don't know what I mean by that, when you have a domain, tobydavis.com, say /about, for instance, this about is called a slug, like an extension of the domain. All right, so maybe my website, I have an about us page. Let me just show you something very quickly. So I'll go to my Snappy Labs website very quickly, just to show you, because I want everything to be done step by step and I want to carry everybody along. So right now, this is our Snappy Labs website, our company website. All right, so this is the root domain, snappylabs.com. But if I go to the about us page, you're going to see that the URL changes from snappylabs.com to snappylabs.com/about. All right, so this about is what we call the slug, or like the extension. All right, now coming back to WordPress, like I told you, the domain I'm working with for this demonstration is tobydavis.com. Now, if I'm going to add the landing page to this particular WordPress, right, I'm going to have to create a folder that will house all the information or all the assets that make up that particular page. As you can see, the page we're bringing in, there are images, there are graphics, there are text, there could even be videos and all of that. All right, so all these files are going to be saved just like I downloaded. They are saved in a folder. So I'll need to create a specific folder for it right in my WordPress. All right, and now in doing that, you're going to name the folder the slug you want. I hope that is clear. So if I want this particular landing page to come up as tobydavis.com/gym, right? Currently, if I do that, it's going to take me to a null page because there's no page like that currently. But if I want this particular page that I'm bringing into the WordPress to show on the domains tobydavis.com/gym, then it means that the folder I'm going to create for it is going to be named gym. I hope that is clear. So I want it to really be clear for every one of us. So the folder you're going to create is going to be named gym. All right, it's going to be named gym. So I'll just go ahead to do that. So right here, you're going to see a number of options, right? When you just hover on top all of the options, you're going to see a tooltip that tells you what each of them stands for. So when you come here, you're going to see a new folder. So this is the button or the option to create a new folder. Then this option is to create a new file. I think this is to upload file. So you're going to see it. So it's very easy. All right. So I'm just going to hover to create the folder. Now you should take note of something, because the folder you're going to create should be under the public_HTML. Right, all the folders are housed under the public_HTML. So I'll make sure I'm under the public_HTML. Then I'm going to click on the create a new folder button, and then I'm going to name my folder. Like I said, take for instance, I want my landing page to be delivered on tobydavis.com/gym. So what that means is that I'm going to name my folder gym. All right, so I just do that and click on enter. All right, so my folder has been successfully created. So when I click on to open this public_HTML folder, you're going to see a new folder called gym. I hope it is clear to this point, right? So when you come to the file manager plugin, you go and you create a new folder, and take note, the folder you're creating should be named the way you want it to show on the WordPress domain. So for this case, I want it to show on tobydavis.com/gym. So I'm going to create my folder and I'm naming it gym. All right, so once you do that, you're going to click to open the folder. So it's just a new folder, so it's empty. So there's nothing in the folder yet. So what I want to do now is to upload the exported file. You remember the first step was to export your website out of MarketingBlocks. So what I want to do now is to import that exported file into this folder. And you need to be careful and just follow it the way I'm going to demonstrate. So right now I'm in this folder and it is actually empty. So right now I'm going to come back to these options and I'm going to look for the upload option. So I think this is the upload option. So I have upload files. All right, I have upload files. So what I want to do, I can click on these upload files and then I'll go into my local device to upload the files. All right, I'll go into my local device to upload the files. So let's do that. So I'm going to click on select folder. All right, And let me see what I've got here. So this is actually the folders I'm to upload. All right, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to upload this folder. So let me bring that in. So these are the folders, or these are the assets I need to upload. So I'm just going to come back and upload this single folder that houses everything. I'm going to click on upload and click on upload, and it's going to upload right in. Right, so I'll allow it to upload successfully. Now you have to take note. Now we have a folder inside the created folder. It's not going to work like this because we need all the assets to be inside the original folder and not inside another subfolder. So if I was to go back to this page and refresh, you're going to see that everything is still the same. Right now it's even showing 403 forbidden, all right, because it's not able to read the content of the folder. So what I just need to do in this case is to come into this folder where I have my sub assets. So I'm going to click to copy them. Then I'm going to come to the gym folder and paste them right there. So right now I've brought them directly to the original folder. So once I do that, I'll click on this to delete it because these are the folders I want in this particular original folder. So I'm going to click on this and I'll click on the delete icon or the delete option. So I'll delete this and then click on remove. So right now what I've been able to do is to upload the website assets into my created folder directly. So we'll come back here and refresh. Voila. It's as simple as that. You have the website installed as part of your WordPress. How cool is that, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Is that easy? How cool is that? And now, if anything is not clear to you, like I said, the replay of this particular session is going to be left on the channel, both on YouTube and on the community on Facebook. So you can always rewatch to see everything step by step, and you can follow it exactly the way I've done it. All right. So let me know, how cool is that, guys? So this is how you can actually add or import your MarketingBlocks pages into an existing WordPress account. Let me know in the comment section. How cool is that, guys? Are we still together? All right. So that is that for this particular session. So in order not to waste so much time, all right, I'm going to move to the next demonstration, which is how to install your website in your own hosting account or in your own server. All right. Now to do that, I'm going to have to log into my own private server. All right, and for this demonstration, I'll be using namecheap.com. Now, the process is exactly the same, irrespective of the hosting service you're using, whether GoDaddy, whether Namecheap, whatever hosting platform you're using, the steps are exactly the same. All right, so what I'll do now is to log into my hosting account so that I can demonstrate that to you step by step. All right. Okay, now I'm seeing some comments. I think some persons are not quite clear with what I just did, so maybe I'll just quickly rush over the process again. Now, step one, to install your existing to install your MarketingBlocks landing page inside an existing WordPress account, what you need to do is very simple. It's just 3 steps. So breaking it into steps. Step one, come into your MarketingBlocks account, open the website in question and click on the export button to export the website file. That's step one. So I already did that and I have my website exported already. Then step two, you're going to log into your WordPress account like I have done already, and then you're going to install a plugin called WP File Manager. All right, you're going to install a plugin called WP File Manager. So this is the logo or the icon for the plugin, so you know the exact one to download. All right, so that all the steps remain exactly the same as I have demonstrated it. All right, so that's step two. Then step three, what you want to do is to create a folder inside your public underscore HTML folder. Now, if I click on this, you see that the only thing I have inside my WP File Manager is public underscore HTML. So other folders are inside it. So when I click to open it, you see my other folders. All right. Now, these other folders, as you can see, WP content and all of these, right? They house the assets of my current WordPress site. So if you have a full-blown WordPress site, you're going to have the same thing. You may even have more if your WordPress site have more assets, more pictures and all of that. But for this case, I just have only about 3 folders. So this one is just a folder I created for test. I can even remove it so that it doesn't confuse you. So what you're going to have is just maybe a number of folders here that houses your website files. So what you want to do is to create a new folder. So, and in creating that new folder, the name of the folder has to be the slug you want it to be delivered on your main domain. And like I said, I want mine to be on tobydavis.com/gym. So the keyword or the main point there is to take note of the word gym, right? So that is going to be the name of my folder. And as you can see, I created the folder called gym. And now when I created it, it's going to come out empty. So what you want to do is to now upload the exported file you exported from MarketingBlocks and upload it into the folder you created. And once you do that, you're good to go, as I have right here. And as you can see, tobydavis.com/gym, which was taking me to a 404 page, is now delivering this clean and pretty website. I hope it's clear now for everybody. Let me know on the chat. No, it's not going to conflict. Somebody is asking, Kevin is asking, say, will it conflict with any existing page builder installed like Tribe? No, I actually have Tribe installed on this particular WordPress. All right, so it's not going to affect any of your previous. That is why I said create a new folder for it. So whatever you have in that folder does not conflict with any other plugin or whatever you have on your WordPress, because everything from MarketingBlocks is actually delivered and put into a folder. It has a specific folder for it. All right, so everything is inside that folder and nothing is going to conflict. All right. He said, what theme is the import using? Okay, I'll come to a question and answer so I don't digress from my thoughts. So this is the first theme we wanted to cover in this training today. So I'm just going to move quickly to the second. So the second demonstration I wanted to make is to actually install or self-host your MarketingBlocks website in your own private server. And for this demonstration, I'm going to be using Namecheap. As I was saying, irrespective of the hosting account you're using, the process is actually the same, because they are actually similar steps. So I'm using Namecheap for my demonstration, but whatever hosting account you're using, you're going to get similar results. The steps are going to be very much the same. So to do that very quickly, so I'm just going to close up WordPress because we're done with this. All right. So to do that very quickly, I'm going to, mind you, I've already exported my file because that's also the first step for this particular process. So what I just need to do now is to log into my Namecheap account so that I can access my hosting account. Right. So just log out of this very quickly. So there's this particular account I want to use. I'll just log in quickly. So for your own case, you of course know how to log into your hosting account, right? I need an OTP. Let me get that very quickly. Oops. Okay, let me get that very quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the OTP to log into my hosting account. All right, so I'm inside my Namecheap account. So what I want to do now is to log into my cPanel. So for Namecheap, they still use cPanel. So in your own case, it may not be cPanel, but trust me, everything is basically the same. So once I log into my cPanel, you're going to see that everything is basically the same. All right. So okay, so right now I'm in my hosting account. So irrespective of the hosting service you're using, you're going to have similar options. All right. So now there are 2 ways to go about this. Number one, you can either install your MarketingBlocks website or landing page on your root domain, and you can also do that on a subdomain. Now, currently, my root domain, tobydavis.com, like I said, it just has a default WordPress theme active. I don't really have any website there. So in your own case, you could have a website there. All right. So, but in my own case, I don't. Right. So I could actually decide to install my marketing blocks page on my root domain. Then alternatively, probably you already have a full-blown website on your root domain. You can also decide to install it on a subdomain. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do both. The process is similar and is very simple. So what you want to do first and foremost is to um, actually export your landing page, and we already did that, so we're not going to do that a second time. So I already have the files in my local device. All right, I already have it in my local device, so that's what I'll still use for this demonstration. So I'll just go back to my hosting account, and you're going to search for file manager. So like I said, irrespective of the hosting service you're using, there's always going to be a file manager that manages all your file. And now this file manager that you're seeing right here is similar to what we try to use that plugin to achieve inside the WordPress. So it's very similar. So you click on the file manager and it brings you to a page where you have access to all the files you have. So I actually have a number of what they call it, a number of folders, a number of domains, a number of subdomains in this particular hosting account. But you don't have to be scared about that. In your own case, it may be less scary. Probably you have only one website, you have only one domain and all of that. But in my own case, I have a number of it, right? So when I open this up, you're going to see a number of folders. Now, what you should take note of is that there's this folder right here. I'm going to click on it called public_HTML. So the public_HTML folder is the folder that actually houses your website file for the root domain. So as you can see right here, I do not really have much in it, but I have my WordPress content and all of that. And you can see the folder I created inside the WordPress is also here. So everything I have in my WordPress installation for this particular domain, I can access them right here. So if you want to install your MarketingBlocks page on your root domain, you want to do that on the public_HTML folder. All right. And so when I click on it, you can see what it has here. So these are all the files I have under my public_HTML folder. All right. So right now I have a number of files here. So in your own case, you could have more, or you could have nothing at all if it's a fresh domain. If it's a fresh domain, probably you just have one folder there that is really not that important, that you should not bother yourself about. But in this particular case, I have a number of files because I have an existing WordPress installed on my root domain. So if, for instance, you want to override what you have there, or whatever the case is, you can actually select all the folder you have right here and click on delete. Once I do that, it's going to delete all the website, all the WordPress installation and everything. My website or my domain is going to come out clean, as if it's a brand new domain with nothing on it. Then after I do that, I can then go ahead to import my MarketingBlocks website file right in. I hope we're following. All right. So, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want it to conflict with what I have already. All right. So what I'm going to do is that I actually have a number of subdomains. So I'm just going to use one of them for the demonstration. So as you can see, I have this subdomain called first.tobydavis.com. So I'm going to load that domain and see what I have there. All right. First.tobydavis.com. Okay, as you can see, it's a brand new subdomain, and I don't have anything on it. All right, it's a brand new subdomain, and you can see it's empty. But what we're going to do now is that we're going to try to install our MarketingBlocks website on this place, so that when we load this domain, we're going to have the website right here. All right, so let's go ahead to do that. So I'm going to go back to my hosting account. All right. So when you come right here, you're going to see the folder first.tobydavis.com. So I'm going to click on it so that you see what I have here. So as you can see, there's almost nothing under that folder or in that folder because it's a brand new domain or subdomain I just created for this demonstration. So I can actually go ahead to delete what's already here. So I'll just click on select and probably click on delete. So I have it totally empty. All right. So I have it totally empty. So when I load it right now, is going to be empty, as you can see. So you go back here. So just the same way we did for the WordPress demonstration, we're going to repeat the same thing here. We're going to upload the exported file and bring it right into this folder. And once you do that, you're good to go. So right now I'm in the empty folder. I'm going to click on the upload option. So when I click on the upload option, it's going to bring me right here. So I'm going to click to upload the folder. So I think this is it. Okay. All right. So this is it. Okay, so I think I should do something first. So I'll just come right here. Okay. I'm going to put this, I'm going to compress this so I can upload it one time. So this folder is the folder that has or that houses all my website files, right? Remember, there are 4 files inside the exported website. So, but what I did now is to zip them up in a zip folder so I can upload it as a single file. All right, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click on this to upload. So I'll just click on this to upload. Okay, I can as well click on this to upload. So I'll just click on this to upload. And then I'm just going to click on this and then I'll click on upload. So it's going to take a few seconds and it's uploaded. Now, depending on the size of the file, that's what's going to determine the speed of upload. As you can see, the website file is barely 500 kilobytes. So that's why the upload was pretty fast. So once it's 100% uploaded, you just click on this option here, go back to home. So when I come back right here, you now realize that my folder is no longer empty. I now have a zipped file uploaded. So what you want to do next is to unzip this particular file because we need all the files to stand on their own. There are 4 important files. So we need them to stand on their own, not inside a subfolder or inside a zip folder. So to do that, I'm just going to right click on this and I'm going to see an extract option. So I'll click on extract and then it's going to give me this part because this is the subdomain I'm actually installing it on. So first.tobydavis.com. So I'm just going to click on extract and allow it to extract. So once I do that, you're going to see that it's actually extracted. See it right here. So these are the 4 important folders. So I'll just go back to tests. Where is it? Just give me a moment. Okay, yeah, I have it right here. So this is the folder, but right now, like we had in the previous demonstration, we don't want the 4 folders to be inside another folder. They need to be directly in the folder of the subdomain. So what I want to do is to delete these 2 because they are no longer important to us. So I'll just delete. Where's the delete option? Okay, right here. Remove it. So I have this folder left. So I'm going to open this folder. Then I'm going to try to move it to the main folder. So I'll just click on select all, right click, and there's a move option. I'll click on it and it's going to ask me where I want to move it to. So I want it to be directly in the subdomain, not in a subfolder under the subdomain. So this is the path of the subdomain and I'm going to click on move files. So once I do that, I'm just going to go back to it and you're going to see all the files directly here, right? So once I do that, I can delete this folder so that all I have left on the subdomain folder is just the 4 files. So once this is done, we're actually done with the demonstration. So if I go back now to reload this page, remember this is the subdomain I'm working with, first.tobydavis.com. When I go back to reload it and click on reload, you're going to see the MarketingBlocks website delivered here. So it's as simple as that. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to do a refresher just so that it's really clear to everyone. But like I said, the replay of this session is going to be on the channel, so you can always rewatch it and follow it step by step. And if you have a question, you can always leave on the comment section. And I can see a number of questions already live on the call. So I'm just going to quickly, and time is really fast spent. So I think what I'm going to do is to try to just do a quick run through the process again. And I'm going to try to take some questions. Then probably we'll move the custom domain demonstration to next week episode. Right? I hope that is cool, guys, because I really want us to get this. So there's no point rushing over the steps when you're not getting the point. So now I'm going to try to walk us through the process again. Now, like I said, when you come to your file manager, from your hosting account. I'm going to click on it again. It's going to bring you to this page where you have all the folders containing all the files in your hosting account. So the ones that are important to you is simply either the public_HTML folder, which is actually the folder that houses the website file of your root domain. But if you're not working with your root domain, you can actually have a subdomain created. So if you do not know how to create a subdomain, it's actually very easy, and I could really show you how to do it very quickly. I think I'll do it just for the purpose of this demonstration so that I'll know no stone was left unturned. So if you're working with a subdomain like I showed you, and for this particular demonstration I just did, I worked with a subdomain. You just simply click on that subdomain. You can remove whatever details or folders or files you have in it by clicking on select all and delete. Then having done that, you go ahead to upload your exported website file, and you make sure that the 4 important files are directly in the folder. Once you achieve that, you're going to have this. So that is it, right? So I've been able to cover how to install or how to host your MarketingBlocks landing pages on an existing WordPress account, and also how to host your MarketingBlocks landing pages on your own private server, and as the case may be. All right. Now, for those of us that may be wondering how to create a subdomain, it's really easy, and depending on the hosting account or the hosting service you're using, you can simply type domain and to bring up all these options. And irrespective of the hosting service you're using, you're going to have these options. All right. So you simply come to subdomain. When you come to subdomain, you simply type what you want. You could say Mblockers, for instance. And you're going to have that mblockers.yourdomain.com, and you click on create. And once you do that, it's going to automatically create a folder in your in your file manager. So that is it. Now, because time is fast spent and I really want these sessions to be under the 1 hour mark, I'm going to postpone the custom domain demonstration to next week's edition. All right, so that we actually have time to take us through the process and probably take more questions. All right, so having shown this, I'm going to jump to the comment section now to see if I can take a number of questions, and then before we move into the action point section of this particular edition. Are you still with me, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know on the comment section. So I'm going to be scrolling through and picking a number of questions. So Lori said hosting and domain. So I don't know what the question is, but of course, if you want your website to be on your own custom domain or your own private domain, you of course have to have a domain and and a hosting account. Otherwise, you can leave it hosted on MarketingBlocks, because we actually offer free hosting for all the website and landing pages you build. All right. And next week's edition, I'm going to show you how to link it up to your custom domain using the custom domain option without having to export it out of MarketingBlocks. So I'm just going to take a few questions. Louis said, I think it connects to WordPress. GoDaddy does too. Okay, I don't know if that's a question, but I just demonstrated how to do that, how to add your MarketingBlocks page to an existing WordPress account. Louis said you can use pretty much any hosting with WordPress. Yes, exactly, you can. JC said, is the recording going to be here on Facebook? Yes, we're going to leave the replay on Facebook, right? Louis already answered that. Awesome. So Lori said, can you show how to put on a main domain? Okay, I could do that. Okay, I could do that. Okay, let me even do that. But it's going to mean that I'm going to actually delete everything I have on my domain currently. So although it's empty, but let me just do that for the purpose of this demonstration. So what I'll just do is, like I told you, if you want to install on your root domain, you have to look out for the folder called public_HTML, which is this folder right here. So currently, because I have a WordPress installed on my root domain, I have all these assets here. So if I want to now do this process for that root domain, what I'll have to do first and foremost is to select all, and then this is a big sacrifice I'm making here, but I'm just going to do this anyway. So it's to select all and delete to make it an empty folder. So take notes, this is my root domain. It currently has this default website, but once I delete those files, it's going to become empty. So boom, it's now deleted, it's now empty. So right now my public_HTML folder is empty. I come back here to refresh, you're going to meet an empty website. All right. So what do I do next? I now have an empty folder. All you need to do next is to upload the website file. Simple and straightforward. So I'll just click on it and upload. Once it's done uploading, I'll click on this go back button and I'll have it right here. So what you do next is to right click on it. You right click on it and you click on extract. And yes, like I said, the public_HTML folder is the folder that houses the website or the details of your root domain. So I'm going to click on extract. Right. So once it's done extracting, I can go ahead to delete this because this is the zip folder I uploaded. I don't need it anymore. Delete. Then I can also delete this. It's not useful to me right now. But I could just leave it. It doesn't affect anything. Now, my important files are inside this folder. I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to select all, right click. Then I'll click on move. Then I'll make sure it's on the public_HTML folder and I'll remove the extension and then I'll click on move files. So once I do that, if I go back to my public_HTML folder, right now I now have my important files directly in the folder. When I come back to my root domain, which is currently empty, when I refresh it, voila, I'm going to have my website right here. So I just did that for you, right? I just did that for you, Lori. So Jesse said, thank you. What is the channel? So support is going to send a link to the channel. It's MarketingBlocks AI. So you're going to be able to watch it on YouTube or on Facebook, depending on what works for you. Yeah, you can also do that. Steve said, is it possible to upload the 4 essential files without the zip? Yes. Why I actually zip them up is to be able to upload them one time. So I think you should do that too. So you just upload them one time on zip and you have the folders all uploaded. All right. So any other question? So I'm very sorry, guys. Time is fast spent. So I'll have to shift the custom domain demonstration to next week. All right. So you can keep your questions coming in. Even if I don't see them now, we're going to see them later and give a response. So support is on the chat and we're going to be responding to every question. All right. So keep the questions coming in. So I'll just take 1 or 2 more before we move to the action point section of this presentation. So Ronald said, I got my domain and professional email for free for my, okay, awesome. Lori says, so I buy both to import the MB. I don't get that question. So probably you can type it in again. What else? Keep the questions coming in, even if I don't see them now. We are going to, so Kevin said, will it complete with any existing page builder? I believe you are referring to the first demonstration of adding your MarketingBlocks page to your WordPress account. No, it will not. Because everything we're uploading into WordPress, we're uploading into a specific folder. So it's managed by that folder and it doesn't conflict with anything. Trust me. Then Ronald said, you have to pay monthly subscription to remove MarketingBlock branding. Not exactly. If you have our bundle plan or our unlimited plan, which is actually annual recurring, you don't have an issue with branding. All right. You don't have an issue with branding. And that's for Ronald. Right. So keep the questions coming in, guys. Like I said, I want to keep this presentation under the 1 hour mark. All right. So right now I'm going to move to the action point section. Now, for those of us that have not been taking action on whatever we've been learning on this session, please, guys, it's really important because there's no point learning and not taking action. Actually, your results or your success is actually in your action taking, not in how much you actually know. So for those of us that have actually been taking action, you can go a step further to even practice what we've learned today. So of course, your clients will not want their website to be on a MarketingBlocks domain. It's not good for branding and all of that, right? So you want it to be on your root domain or your business domain. So this is the way to do it. All right. That's what we just covered in this training. So the action point of today's presentation is for you to actually move your MarketingBlocks website from the default MarketingBlocks domain to your own custom domain, to your own business domain, or if it's for a client, to your client's domain. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comment section. So that is the action point of today's presentation. And next week, unfailingly, we're going to be covering how to do the custom domain integration. So that's also pretty easy. Like, it's super easy to do and anybody can do it. But notwithstanding, we're going to be showing you how to do that step by step next week. So guys, let me know in the comment section. So I hope we've learned from this session today. Let me know on the comment section. I hope we've learned from today's session. All right. And also, like I said, keep your comments and your questions coming in, right? Um because well, support is on the chat and we're going to respond to every question. So of course it's just a 1 hour presentation and I cannot possibly take all your questions live on the call, but I'm promising you that whatever question you drop on the comments, we're definitely going to give you an answer. And interestingly, as we're presenting right now, Louis just said I've done it. He has actually moved his MarketingBlocks website to his own domain. How cool is that? So congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. That's action taking. That's what I'm talking about, because it's actually very simple to do, so you don't have any excuse. So guys, let me know, how cool was today's session? I hope we've learned. Let me know on the comment section, and I hope we've learned, and I hope we're going to take action, because that's even more important. Let me know on the comments. Let me know on the comments. All right. Okay. Awesome. 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 Okay. John Griffin said very slick and impressive. Kevin said yes, I've learned. Louis said this is very awesome. Stella said yes, I've learned. Okay, awesome. Dollar said how would you name a folder with 3 or more words? Oh, guys, it's not restricted to 3 words. I just use that as a demonstration because the page I'm working with is actually a website I designed for a gym business. So that's why I just use gym. So you can actually use whatever you want to use. You can actually use whatever you want to use, so long the name of the folder is actually what you want it to be on the domain. So if you want, maybe your domain is example.com slash important, or slash running, or slash marketing, then simply name your folder marketing, simply name your folder important, or as the case may be. So I hope that answers your question. All right, so it doesn't have to be 3 words, it doesn't have to be gym either. You just name it whatever you want it to be. All right, Dollar, I hope that is clear now. All right, guys, thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Mblockers Friday Live event. I'm super excited because I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did too, and I hope you have learned as well. I'll say this again, keep the questions coming in. We're going to respond to everyone's question, and also we're going to leave the replay on the community, and also you can also get it on our YouTube channel within a few hours. So for those of us that are not English speaking, can also be able to join the party and also take action on what has been taught. All right, so thank you for joining in. I look forward to seeing us on next week's session, because it's going to be super interesting, even more exciting than this, because you're going to be able to actually link to your custom domain easy peasy. So once again, thank you for joining me today. Look forward to seeing you on next week's episode, and have a lovely weekend, and I look forward to seeing your results on the group. So take action, post your result on the group. Let us help you review and get better results and get success for yourself. So thank you for joining today's episode of the Mblockers Friday Live event, and bye-bye.